Saturday morning, we are officially in the single digits, 9 weeks out. So starting the day, warming up in the hot tub. It's about minus 25 out here. This water is really nice. My fingers are getting cold from holding the phone, but Floof is loving it. So after a couple of resuscitation attempts, it has been confirmed that my laptop is dead. So heading down to the city to spend time with my friend who is visiting from Calgary V. She's staying at the Fairmont Royal York. So we're gonna like hang out at the pool. I brought my own food. I have my snap peas and my turkey. So rather than going out for a meal, we're gonna be just hanging out, spending quality time and sitting in a hot tub, which I love, second time for the day. And then after that, I'm going to head to Sherway Gardens to pick up a brand new laptop so I can do my check-ins later tonight. So kind of killing two birds with one stone, where I would have had to come down to the city anyways to buy a new laptop because there's no Apple stores in Barrie. So worked out fairly well. Laptop acquired. Now it is time to drive back home and get ready for dinner. It is now 11:35 p.m. We got back from dinner about 2.5 hours ago. I did not eat anything just because the restaurant didn't have their macros listed, so I couldn't really pre-plan for anything. So I ate before I went, got home, set up my new computer, responded to client check-ins, did some other work logistics behind the scenes stuff, and I'm now calling it a night. Just walked into Shoppers Drug Mart looking for the coolest thing to happen to me this year. There it is. It's me. Every prep that I have done in the past, I have found a prep song that becomes like my prep theme song. And I found it on the drive here today, and I'm going to literally just have it on repeat until I know all of the lyrics for this entire workout. This is my time. I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, no matter how hard it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Such a good song. It's here if you want to check it out. Just finished the first day of my last week of this program. So the training that I did, I'm done. I'm never doing that exercise combination tempo order again. I get a new one next week, and I fucking crushed it. Surprised myself with how much I was able to do, surpassed goals that I set last week, did a ton of personal bests, and mentally now I'm more energized than I was at the start of the training. Physically, I'm wiped. Like, I pushed my body really hard, but mentally I'm feeling really, really good and proud of myself. Today is a good day, and I attribute that to also getting 9 hours of sleep last night. Sleep does wonders for your mood and your energy and your performance. So it is also important to note that the single leg deadlifts that made me cry at the beginning of this program, over the weeks with the new variation doing it on the Smith machine, have now become one of my favorite exercises, and I've actually requested to keep them in for the next program. I went from struggling to do 2 or 3 reps with a barbell to switching over to the Smith machine and loading it up with 90 pounds total. My legs were shaking by the end of it. But for those of you who are frustrated with new exercises, give yourself time. It might just become one of your new favorites. The sun is shining. It's blue skies. It's a good day to have a good gym session. We are about to head out for the last time I am doing the hardest leg day of this current training program. Gonna go try and crush it as best as we can, being mindful that yesterday when I was posing with Hattie, I did a look over my shoulder and pulled something in my shoulder, either a trap or my lev scap, something like that. I'm gonna go see my chiropractor tomorrow, so he will help out there. And today is also the first day of lower macros and higher cardio. So previously it was 200 calories of cardio. We are now doing 300 calories of cardio, and instead of 5 days, it is 7 days. So no days off for this girl, but I am leaning into this. I don't want days off. I'm in prep. I have 60 days left, and I need to make every single day count. So unless my body is truly fatigued and run down and needs a recovery day, every day is a push day. Another training and cardio session of feeling really good. One thing that I wanted to highlight that I'm proud of myself for is my progression on my dumbbell RDLs. So when I started this program, I think I was doing like 25 pounds per hand for the prescribed reps. And then last week I did 50 pounds, and I went into it being like, this is the last week, let's see how high I can push the weight. So I ended up doing 70 pounds per hand, so 140 pound dumbbell RDL for not all of my reps over the sets, but I was able to hit reps for the first set and then hit reps for the second set with a rest pause. So my glutes are feeling it. I did 30 minutes on the stairs for those 300 calories. So 100 calories every 10 minutes. Heart rate was in the 160s, 170s the entire time. I feel good. I hold in my hand the results of my whole body MRI. And a lot of things are unremarkable, which is good in an MRI. However, there's a lot of things about my spine that I am quite concerned about. So I'm going to bring this. Thankfully, I have my chiropractor appointment today, Thursday recovery. This week is chiropractor. He is a doctor of the spine. So I'm going to take the report and be like, can you summarize this into English for me? Because it sounds like there's a lot wrong and my spine is fucked, even though I don't feel it. Just finished up with my chiropractor, who now has allowed me, with that kink in my neck from posing, I can check my blind spot. I'm now waiting for an oil change because that's something we got to do as an adult. Yay. One of the things that Mike did, my chiropractor, was talked me off the ledge from my whole body MRI results. So I walked in being like, because there was talks about degeneration and herniated discs in my lumbar spine and osteoarthritis and all of these things where I was like, I feel okay. But is this something that I really need to take seriously? Do I need to alter my training? Do I need to pull back and take a break after competing? There's nothing that is stopping me from competing in April. But should I not continue to compete later this year? But he had an honest conversation, was like, look, if anyone over the age of 25 gets an MRI on their spine, we're going to see things like this pop up. With my history of car accidents and impacts of my head going like this, and then my herniated L5-S1 back in 2018, everything that the report showed made sense. And as long as I am not feeling any sort of physical pain or neurological symptoms, I'm fine to continue the way that I'm training. I'm fine to continue to pursue my goals. So, I was freaking myself out there a little bit, but this is why getting an expert opinion matters, and I am no expert on reading MRIs or the spine. Oil change is done. Just got my eyebrows waxed because I have a runway show tomorrow, and now my car won't start. So fun. Thank you, CAA. Got my spray tan on for the fashion show tonight. We are doing some elliptical cardio because we have cardio every single day. And I have had this piece of equipment since I was 16 years old. My coach got it for me when I was doing trampoline gymnastics to increase my cardio. I call it grasshopper. Can't play right now, buddy. I'm doing cardio. I know, you're very cute. Just parked in Toronto and I'm heading to the venue to get hair and makeup done. I'm a little late because I took one wrong turn and it added 15 minutes to my drive, so a little flustered, but we still have like 5 hours until it starts. Hair and makeup are done and we have about 2 hours until showtime. Oh my goodness, what a night. So our first fashion show that we did was at the Windsor Arms Hotel, and that went well, but it turns out that there was a second opportunity for us to walk again and show Mia's line at a much larger venue, which is Laval. Laval was the first place I ever did a runway show back in November, and I was scared shitless. But this time, when we got to Laval, I offered to be the first person to walk on that runway to set the example. No nerves, feeling so good. I am on a high right now, and it is now past midnight, so we are officially 8 weeks out. Holy shit. Also, I met an amazing designer who curated a beautiful collection that walked immediately after us. So we were like the opener. He closed the show, got his contact information to do my next competition outfits. So lots of amazing opportunities came out of tonight. So many photos, so many good times with the girls. Yeah, I'm gonna drive home and get a okay-ish sleep, but right now I'm all like, I'm riled up. I'm so excited. Today was so good.